This review was made possible by contributions from viewers like you.
Hey guys! Our movie last week was a real bore, so today we're going to look at something which has the potential to be a bit more interesting. Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Yep, Barbie and the Three Musketeers. She already ruined one timeless classic, so why not work on another? We open on the daughter of one of the original Three Musketeers, meaning that this is a sequel to the original story, instead of a reinterpretation of said original story. Fine by me. At least that makes it so there's less source material to mess up. This pretty young lady is named Corrine. What, did you think she was Barbie? Nope. Her name is Corrine. Barbie doesn't even make an appearance as the narrator like she did in A Christmas Carol. So why is it called Barbie and the Three Musketeers? Because apparently this movie is part of Barbie's fictional filmography that somehow found its way into the real world.
When I did The Three Musketeers, we shot in this old French castle.
Ignoring the weird metaphysical context of a fictional character's fictional career manifesting in actual product, this just makes the title Barbie and the Three Musketeers really dumb. It'd be like calling a movie Johnny Depp and the Pirates, or Daniel Radcliffe Goes to Hogwarts. Yes, we tend to refer to different versions of the same movie by their respective leads, but you don't put the names of the actors in the title. Anyway, we see not Barbie engaging in a little swordplay.
You cannot defeat me! For I am a musketeer!
Are you sure you're a musketeer and not Neo?
You need a bit more height if you want to stick that landing.
I'll get it next time.
Being a musketeer is a serious job, and it can be very dangerous.
I've been waiting my whole life for this. I'm 17 now, and we agreed that when I turned 17, I could go to Paris to be a musketeer.
No. Sorry, Corrine, but a woman in this day and age, you're a milkmaid. Now that Corrine's training is complete, because she says so, she prepares to leave for Paris to pursue her dream of being a musketeer.
I think that's everything.
Oh, Corrine, they're gonna burn you at the stake for wearing pants. I love you.
True courage is
pursuing your dream, even when everyone else says it's impossible.
And since Barbie can apparently do anything that she wants, it would appear that her dream is to do everything that one person can do. Which begs the question, who originally told her that she couldn't? Who is it that she is trying so desperately to prove wrong? Did your father once tell you that you wouldn't amount to anything, Barbie? After a little travel montage where she shows off more of her physicality, Corrine makes it to Paris, where she meets the villain of the movie, Philippe, played by Tim Curry.
You must come and visit me at the chateau once Prince Louis is king. I will have plenty of time on my hands when I am no longer looking after him.
My life was full of promise. Now it's a smelly pile of doggy-do.
Speaking of Paris, I can't say how historically accurate the design of it is, although this design for the Palais Royal is more than a little head-tilting. At least they made it actually look like a city instead of a bunch of dollhouses. Corrine meets with the captain of the Musketeers, who tells her that she doesn't have the experience necessary to be a musketeer herself. Insert joke about the modern job market here. We get a little chase scene between Philippe's dog and Corrine's cat, Miette, where Corrine runs into Belle, then Cinderella. Any other Disney princesses you want to molest, Corrine? By the way, why is Corrine so clumsy here? Wouldn't this be the perfect opportunity to show off how agile she is by having her dodge everything that would otherwise get in her way? Or better yet, have her interrupt a whole bunch of crimes while this is happening. Maybe she breaks up a mugging, maybe she stops the thief dead in his tracks and returns the stolen goods to the shopkeep as she resumes the chase. Why is the movie more focused on showing us how much she sucks?
I'll get you! Okay, but you're gonna have to stand in line.
You're fired! And don't ever come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Lovitz! Corrine completely forgets about her cat after running into the castle, and she accepts the job of being the new maid under the command of Madame de Bossé. And it turns out that all those women she ran into earlier make up her fellow cleaning staff, so she's off to a good start. After they retire to their incredibly lavish servants' quarters, we then meet Prince Louis experimenting with exciting new balloon technology.
Philippe, where are you? It flies!
I'm tempted to criticize the fact that they used the sound of a modern latex balloon deflating for this little hot air balloon, which is probably made out of crepe paper, but instead, I need to point out how they used that sound just as Louis bumps into Corrine. Something you want to tell us, Mr. Princey Pants? My word, I'm so happy! My day is going so splendidly! Everything is absolutely... Oh. Hello, Corrine.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Never speak to the prince. You do not exist.
Then who did he run into? A chandelier falls and almost crushes the prince. Then this happens. Okay, you want to tell me that Corrine is the daughter of one of the original 3 Musketeers and he trained her in all that he knew? Okay, fine, I'll buy that. But who the hell are these girls that they apparently walked right out of a kung fu movie?
Girls, clean this mess.
What light through yonder window breaks? Is this not the most beautiful thing?
A broken chandelier?
It does have a, je ne sais, sparkle to it.
For those of you who don't parler français, she said that it has a certain, I don't know, sparkle. Just like in Freddy the Frog, we have French people who don't know how to speak French.
Camouflage. Camouflage.
Corrine, where did you learn to move like that?
Promise not to say anything to Madame. I've been training to be a musketeer.
What? So have I.
Me too.
Ditto!
I'll let the use of the word ditto slide for now, because there is a greater cinematic sin going on here. All of them were trained to be musketeers? My suspension of disbelief will allow for some coincidences to take place, i.e. Woody and Buzz just happened to get abducted by Andy's next-door neighbor when literally anyone in town could have found them. But really? All of them are musketeers in training? Movie, hand in your badge. You're suspended.
Just think, rescuing the prince.
Ah, bien sûr. And musketeers are so very chic. And their blue tunics are incredible.
Musketeers rock.
That, however, I will not let slide.
Come with me.
Why is she getting ominous music? Is she the Emperor from Star Wars? Oh no, she's just Jafar looking for someone to help her bust into the Cave of Wonders.
Why are we here? Yeah. Where are you taking us?
You ask too many questions.
Playmate, come on and play with me, and bring your dolly three. Climb up my apple tree, look down my rain barrel. Ain't got no cellar door, but we'll be dolly fake forever.
It turns out that this little old lady has everything the girls need to turn them into musketeers. Why not?
You think you can be musketeers? Prove it.
the garde ici. You just need the proper accessory.
And by proper accessories, you mean battle streamers.
Ribbon dancer, riding on the wall. Ribbon dancer, up and then it falls. Ribbon dancer, having so much fun. Ribbon dancer, gotta get one.
What my dear friends lack is a little grace.
And a little bloodshed!
Wins.
Fans aren't boomerangs! No. I don't care how competent Granny Kung Fu is, she is not walking away with all of her fingers intact after a stunt like that. They do a little bit of training, but it would appear that these girls aren't as up to snuff as they thought.
Forward! Back! Forward! Good.
Are we Musketeers yet?
I guess the movie just forgot that they should be used to this kind of physical activity. After Philippe dropped some exposition about how the chandelier falling was his doing so that he would be next in line to be king, Tim Curry playing the villain? Nah. He cut to the next morning, where Louis prepares his balloon for its first manned flight.
Whoa!
Then he flies off to become Oz the Great and Powerful. Of course, we have an entire security detail dedicated to the safety of the prince, but only Corrine could come to his rescue. She sees the balloon heading for a sharp, pointy spire, but rather than steering the balloon further towards it so she can pop it and keep the prince from going any higher, she steers it away from the spire, allowing his prototype balloon that no one knows how to pilot to climb higher and higher into the atmosphere. Smooth. No, of course she saves him, and Corrine marvels at Louis making his dream come true. But he has to laugh at her dream of becoming a musketeer. They aren't even an item, but there is a man who's sleeping on the couch tonight. Corrine suspects that the chandelier and the balloon may have been sabotaged. Then they have a training montage with the most authentic period music that they could find. Come on, girls. If you need to learn how to do something fast, there's only one way to do it. Oh wait, I already used that joke in the last review. Moving on. The Regent and evil McCurry are discussing preparations for Louis' 18th birthday.
I am so glad to know that I'm leaving the prince's safety in good hands.
You will not be at the ball?
No.
No. I am leaving for my chateau in the morning. Mountain air, you know? Wonderfully bracing.
Well, you can count on the Musketeers.
Believe me, I am.
What, you're not going to give us a hearty? Corrine and her friends find out about the plot against the prince, but there's no one they can turn to for help.
Stay away from the prince, the castle, and the masquerade ball. If you do not, I will have no other choice than to have you all arrested.
Wow, this is a stressful situation. Corrine's aged 20 years in a couple of seconds. So it's up to Corrine and her friends to save the prince, and they figured the best way to do it is by going to the ball in disguise. And sure, these are some pretty nice dresses that they're wearing, but here's my question. Why don't they just disguise themselves as musketeers? They're finally doing the job that they've been wanting to do throughout the whole movie, if unofficially. They can easily sneak into the castle with the rest of the guards, they get to have their own spin on the whole Joan of Arc thing, and no one's going to be looking for a bunch of women dressed up as men. But no, dress up in hot pink, that works too. Pray for mercy from rip-offs in boots. So they go to the ball to save the day, but Philippe's goons are following them.
The prince's sword dance is about to begin. All will have pretend swords. All except us.
Your men are ready?
Ready.
We can still see the rest of your face, Captain. I think you're a little confused about how disguises work. They continue following the girls through the secret passageway, and it occurs to me, is there any reason why the guards don't just kill the girls right here and now?
Because it's a Barbie movie?
No excuse. If male protagonists are constantly tossed into potentially deadly situations, so should female protagonists.
Oh, you're just a meanie head.
Of course I'm a meanie head. I'm a critic! Then the girls are ushered into the main hall, so them trying to sneak in through the secret passage just ended up being pointless.
The Countess de Winter!
I am announcing the guests as they arrive, completely invalidating the point of this being a masquerade.
Lady Barbecue! Duchess Ivana Party! Abby Birthday! Countess Hedda Lettuce!
Lady Pseudonym, Countess in Disguise, Marquess Facade. And yes, Barbie Q really is the only time that Barbie herself is mentioned in this movie. You are all free to groan now.
Just try to blend in.
You're wearing hot pink!
Oh, yeah, you blend.
Louis finally arrives and asks Corrine to dance, and of course he doesn't recognize her.
So, you say the barbecue family comes from Italy?
Yes, as do our cousins, the pepperonis.
Sure is a good thing that Corrine is doing so much to break away from the stereotype of the dumb blonde. Philippe tries to do Louis in while his back is turned, but Corrine stops him.
Her sword is real! Someone stop her!
The real villain is getting away!
Wouldn't it make for a much more dramatic fight scene if the prince was fighting Corrine one-on-one? Guards, stand down! The assassin is mine. Uh-oh. You profane this soiree with your presence, wench. You attempt to take my life, then have the cowardice to blame my cousin? My prince, please! You don't understand! You're making a mistake! Indeed I am. To think I was actually beguiled by your charms. No, instead it's Corrine and her friends fighting the Musketeers while You're Unbelievable plays in the background. Because drama is for chumps, I guess.
We're unbelievable.
Check this out. The girls are completely unaffected by these deadly sparkles they start spraying around. They created man repellent. Long story short, these seasoned veterans are quickly and ridiculously defeated by a bunch of greenhorns. I'm not saying that these women couldn't beat these guys. I'm saying that the Musketeers with years of experience under their belts should put up more of a fight than this. It doesn't make Corrine and her friends look impressive if their adversaries need to be this dumbed down for them to succeed. Philippe takes Louis up to the roof to do him in. Why not just kill him in the secret passage? But Corrine Jedi flips in to save the day.
You again, Blondie?
Spoken like a truly evil third grader. Swish swish, clang clang, Corrine defeats Philip, Louis is saved, and Corrine and the girls become official Musketeers.
After what you've done, you girls don't belong at the castle. Your place is with the Musketeers!
Sorry for waiting several days to finish that sentence, but you have to admit, it did make for a great jump cut. Oh, wait, my mistake. They didn't become official Musketeers, they just bought some capes and hats from the Musketeers gift shop. So they ride off into the sunset, no doubt to investigate the disappearance of the rest of Paris. So that was Barbie and the Three Musketeers. Blech. I'll give the movie this much. The animation is better than that of a fashion fairy tale, the action scenes were pretty nicely executed, and Tim Curry as Philippe is as good as can be expected. But otherwise, this movie is just dumb. I can imagine Corrine wanting to become a musketeer, but all of these girls just happen to want to be musketeers too. I can imagine Corrine training under her father to become a musketeer, even though his motivation for doing so doesn't make a lick of sense. But where did she learn how to tap into the Matrix like this when no one in the Musketeers knew how to do that themselves? How did the other girls learn what they knew when they didn't have the tutelage that Corrine had? Most of their skills were acquired before they trained with Mrs. Miyagi here. How did she learn what she learned? I understand the desire to make an action movie for little girls to enjoy and feel empowered by, but how empowering can it really be if nothing happening makes any bit of sense? And why bother doing it with the Three Musketeers? What is it about this story that made someone think of adapting it into a Barbie movie, in which Barbie herself doesn't even appear? They say all for one and one for all? Well, I just hope that this one sucking doesn't mean that they all will suck. See you later.
It's Barbie and the Three Musketeers. All new DVD coming soon. Barbie brings the adventure to life. Princess and Musketeer. Join Barbie and her friends at the ball. Their princess gowns sparkle. Oh no, the prince needs help. Quick! Skirt becomes a cape. Tiara becomes a mask. Transform to princess heroes. Princess and Musketeer. Barbie and the Three Musketeers. 2 looks in 1. Dolls and DVD each sold separately. DVD coming soon. From Barbie and the Three Musketeers DVD, Barbie and the Prince are on a carriage ride when suddenly, surprise! A balloon and a carriage. 2 in 1, twice the fun. Barbie Magical Balloon Carriage and Dolls each sold separately. Barbie and the Three Musketeers DVD available now.
Das Kätzchen find ich gut, das mit dem pinken Hut. Miette.
Aus dem neuen Film Barbie und die 3 Musketiere.
Ich heiße Miette.
Miette spricht. Miette singt, wenn sie ihre CD hört.
Eine für alle.
Und tanzt sogar.
Barbie Girl.
Neu, Miette singt, spricht und tanzt. Interaktiv, auch mit DVD. Jetzt neu.
Subscribe, like, follow, comment, share, watch more, more.